night. Lakers, Kings, De'Aaron Fox with a nice move towards the basket. Big slam.
Great little set play there here. They ran a pick on the guy that is Picker. See the big guy in the lane? They ran another pick on him. I hadn't seen teams do that in a long time. See him pick him in the lane?
No help defense.
Oh, my goodness.
Possible there. And De'Aaron's a lefty with the lefty slam. He is having a spectacular second season. Best player on the most surprising team in the league.
Good little high school quarterback, too. His favorite athlete, Michael Vick.
Oh. Did not know that. Sixers Jazz. We saw Ben Simmons working on his J before the game. Here it is in the game last night.
Little fadeaway jumper from Ben Simmons. We will see if it happens. I would be very surprised.
Well, it already hadn't happened, so you're already wrong.
Okay, well, if you let me finish, you'd know what I was about to say. Couldn't be wrong because it hasn't happened yet. If over the rest of the season, Ben Simmons starts to take more mid-range jump shots.
Well, I'm going to tell you what we're not going to do. Every time he makes a jump shot, we're not going to have him on our highlights of some charity case.
Hold on. You said last year when we showed him dunking, you wanted to see him making jump shots. Now we show him making jump shots, you don't like that either. Maybe we shouldn't show Ben Simmons.
Oh, we can get to that. I can arrange that.
Okay, no problem.
Texas Bowl, Baylor, Vandy. Baylor's Denzel Mims can't make the catch in the end zone, but Vanderbilt's Randall Haney can. Secures the interception.
Fortunate bounce. He does the Michael Jackson in the back of the end zone. Vandy coming up with the big play.
That would have been a pick in the NFL. Both feet, both heels up. Mims, the wide receiver, tries to tell him why he's hot. Can't. Ends up being a pick in the end zone.
Yeah, I tell my little high school kids, work on 2 feet. Well, why, Coach? We only need one. Oh, one day you might need two.
Hey, you guys want to play Take Your Pick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, time now.
Ben Simmons, I'm on.
For Take Your Pick. The AFC North is on the line on Sunday. Steelers secure the division with a win against Cincy, and Ravens lost to the Cleveland Browns. For Baltimore, they win and they're in. So who wins the AFC North? CC, Steelers or Ravens? Take your pick.
Ravens get it done. That's what you expect this Ravens team. They positioned themselves. They were rebuilding. Now they position themselves. They're in the same spot last year. If they win, get into the playoffs, I believe this defense gets them done. Lamar Jackson has ignited this offense that now with this new running style that they have, man, they are a dangerous football team.
Last year, Andy Dalton broke their hearts in Week 17, knocked them out of the playoffs, helped the Buffalo Bills get in. I do not think Baker Mayfield's able to do it this week. This defense is so good at everything except for forcing turnovers. Very tough test for Baker. I think the Ravens win in a good game, in a close game, and that's enough to secure the AFC North.
All right, a ton on the line in the NFC as well. Nick Foles and the Eagles make the playoffs with a win in Washington and a Vikings loss to Chicago. For Minnesota, it's a little more simple. Win and they're in. So who will secure the final playoff spot in the NFC? Is it the Eagles or Vikings? Nick, take your pick.
Both of us expect the Eagles to beat Washington. And so the question is, will the Vikings beat the Bears? I do not think they will. So because of that, I think the Eagles get in. I think the Bears, they're saying they're playing their starters. Even if they pull their quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, Chase Daniel has some experience this year, and it's not a massive drop-off between the two. And that defense is deep and excellent, even if they have Khalil Mack take some time off in the second half. So for all those reasons, I think the Bears win that game against Minnesota. I think the Bears knock the Vikings out of the playoffs. I think the Eagles go.
Yeah, I think the Vikings are going to win this game. I think the Bears collectively as an organization, when you get halfway through these games, because the Rams aren't going to lose at home. They can't improve their spot if the Rams don't lose. They start to pull the starters. It takes away a lot of intensity in your preparation when guys know I might play, I might not play. Vikings have a huge advantage. They should win this game playing at home.
All right, nothing bigger than home field in the playoffs. Right now, the Patriots are the 2 seed in the AFC. They can get as high as the 1 seed, but can also drop out of the first round with a loss. The Bears need a win, plus a Rams loss to Arizona to secure a bye. So who is home field more beneficial to, the Pats or the Bears? CC, take your pick.
I'm going to take the Bears. The reason why, they don't have experience at coach. They don't have experience at quarterback. And there's no positions more important than those two. Nagy would benefit from playing at home. Their quarterback, Trubisky, would benefit from playing at home. The greatest quarterback ever, he can win any place. He can go to Kansas City and win any place they're playing football. Tom Brady can win. Bears need it more than the Pats.
The Bears have a great defense, and what do people say? Defense travels. The Pats have not traveled well at all this year, so I'm going to say the Patriots. If the Chiefs end up losing their first playoff game and everything goes through New England becomes the drastic favorites to go back to their 9th Super Bowl in this era. Like, I don't expect the Patriots to lose a playoff game at home this year. I think the Bears could lose a playoff game at home and also win one on the road because they're such a defensive-dominated team, so I say the Patriots.
All right, the college football playoffs kick off on Saturday. Bama and Clemson are both huge favorites over Oklahoma and Notre Dame, respectively. So who has the better chance to pull off the major upset, Oklahoma or Notre Dame? Nick, take your pick.
I want to be clear here. I expect both favorites to win and win handily in these games. But if you're telling me one of these teams is going to be upset, I think it's going to be the Oklahoma offense. Just go score for score for score with Alabama, and it's the last team that has the ball type of win games, and Oklahoma gets it done. They've got Kyler Murray's playing outstanding. I agree with C that if they're going to have any chance, they're going to have to run the football. He's going to have to be a big part of that. He became the first quarterback in college football history this year to average 300 passing and 60 rushing. He's going to have to be outstanding. I say Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, I'm concerned about them, their ability to stay up with Alabama. Alabama is so much more physical than them. The Big 12 defenses and the lack of defensive backs, I believe that they will be proved to be a huge deficit for the team. Alabama's going to blow Oklahoma out. Like, they're going to blow them out. Kyler Murray's best receiver is banged up. Kid from Miami, Hollywood, he's banged up going back there. So I believe Notre Dame. Notre Dame and Alabama are the only two ball control teams in this. Keep that time possession away from Clemson. Clemson is a different defense without Dexter Lawrence on the field. The numbers indicate that. Notre Dame pulls off the upset over Clemson.
You know, Kyler Murray has a cold. Does anyone sympathize with him more than I do?
Oh, yeah, but he showed up. He was at practice. He just didn't do the press conference.
That was a lob. Coming up is Sunday, the beginning of an incredible run for